Looking for love and dating apps and DMs. Looking for love and nothing is sticking. Seeing red flags, getting catfished. What's up? Gotta do now that I found two gals and that'll help me. I just can't wait to get adjacent to you. Looking for love.
Here are 3 texts to reconnect with your partner after a fight. Are you done being dramatic? This question shows genuine curiosity and informs you when you can have another conversation. I forgive you for how you made me act. This demonstrates emotional maturity and also shifts the blame in a really healthy way. My therapist says this is your fault. Sharing a professional's opinion will help show your partner that they're wrong. Follow for more tips.
Welcome to Adjacent. We are so excited to have what we hope will be one of our new besties.
Oh, I didn't know that was the expectation.
I have been stalking you on TikTok, and I am loving what you're doing. I've been sharing it with everybody because I think it's so hilarious.
Thank you.
Like, who do we have in the house today?
We have Ari, the comedic healing TikTok genius.
Oh, lovely. What a title. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Okay, so Ari, we're just going to ask you a ton of questions. And then we want to, I said you kind of like what our format is. We don't usually have a format, but where are you from originally?
It's like, where are you from? Your ethnicity looks so...
No.
I'm joking. I literally have a stand-up set tonight, and my first line is, I know my ethnicity is very ambiguous. So anyways, I am born and raised in Vancouver, Canada.
Okay, and where
have you ever been? I live here still. I live like 5 minutes away from where I grew up, my parents' house. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
So where are your parents from? Just joking.
My mom's from Hong Kong. Dad's from Winnipeg.
Yeah. So you've given out that you're a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you were kind of move into that realm.
It's so not my job. I'm happy that you think it is. Just as a little background, my how I make money, how I feed my dogs and myself is I run a ultimate frisbee program for kids.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, I dropped out of university when I was 20. Started that business and started with 7 kids in a gymnasium, and now we coach over 10,000 kids a year through school programs and summer camps, just like a soccer camp or something, but it's ultimate frisbee. And I play myself. I've represented Team Canada both as a player and a coach. So it's a lot of my life. I know this is a dating podcast too, or sort of. So it is related to dating as well, it's a new funny story. But basically, I got divorced in April, and I was like, I'm in a pretty good position where I can do whatever the heck I want. And I was journaling one day, and I was like, what would I do if I had $1 billion? And it was like, make people laugh. So I just started posting videos that day. I signed up for a stand-up class, and I've been doing it ever since. So
I love that.
Thank you. August 1st was my first post.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when was your first stand-up?
In 2021, during COVID, actually, I did a stand-up 1 class, level 1. It was just like, I had lots of other stuff. I was really focused on business and sports, and this was just kind of like I want to try something new. So that summer I did stand-up. The next summer I tried improv class, just like an 8-week kind of class. And then I just put it away. I was like, all right, well, that's just a fun little hobby thing. And that was fun. And I'll try something new. And again, now it's like, could I actually make money being funny? Like, I might as well try. And so that's kind of where I'm heading towards. And I think it's going to be a long way to actually get there. But it's been fun so far.
We're going to make money. We're going to manifest it.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, really need that.
But you have a gig tonight. Is this your first?
Gig's a big word. I took a class. It's like a level 2 class. And there's a showcase at the end. Okay. So like all the students are going. But yeah, I think 90 people are going to be there, which is the largest crowd I've definitely ever been a part of. So we're in our little WhatsApp chat, and we're like, we only need to make a quarter of them laugh to make it sound like everyone's laughing. So yeah, we're excited for tonight.
Oh, good. That's so exciting. I love the shift What were you studying in college? I'm dying to know.
I did 2 years of business. So I did business school. My parents are very, I'm an only child, and both my parents are very studious. My dad's a lawyer, very like high-end, well-off tax lawyer. My mom worked the same job for 35 years, like high-end, like a data analyst. So they were both very well educated. And when I told them I'm dropping out to start a Frisbee program for kids, yeah, that was their response. Just silence. They're very supportive, but yeah, that entrepreneurship was never in the family or never in the plan. But just kind of, I loved Frisbee. I loved working with kids, and so I was like, let's try and make some money from it.
Incredible.
I think it's incredible. I too had a kiddo. I have 3 kids. Shelly has 2.
Nice.
Not to be rude, but how old are you, Ari?
I'm 29. That is not rude to me.
No, that's around my kids' ages. They're all like, I have a 21, a 26, and a 32-year-old. And then Shelly has her 26, 28. So you're around our kids' ages. And
Nice.
One of my kiddos decided he did not want to go to college anymore. He said, it is sucking the life out of me. My soul is being like ruined right now. I was like, you don't have to. You make your choices, do it your way, so but I understand that pressure because everybody else in his immediate family and his parents were all college educated, so I think he was feeling very like the pressure's on, and I'm like, it doesn't have to be. I like when people make their own path, right? So
I sound like a good mom from this one story.
Or I've just given up.
Yeah. Youngest child, do whatever you want, bro.
That's
I got 2 other good ones.
Out of 3 now. He's great. He's a great kid.
I love that you're already doing a bet. I love it.
We are right up our alley because Shelly and we are not comedians, but we think we're really funny. And
I think you're funny. Yeah, you should get more content, get more comedy content out there. You never know.
Okay, so on your TikToks, you basically you take kind of either rude comments or very shady comments, as they would say, and then you give it like a therapeutic twist. I put quotes around that, like, well, this is what they're meaning to say, but of course it's tongue in cheek, and it's actually pointing to how aggressively rude they are.
Yeah, you've gotten the gist of what I try and do for sure. I think the funniest part is in the comments too, where they're like, people do this. Like, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
Sad part, but funny.
Right.
Some people actually do say like, calm down, or I've been, it's like when I'm a young kid, that's all you can think of to say, like, calm down. It just never works out. But I think the funniest part of writing it is definitely finding the rationale of like, how could I make this actually seem like almost legitimate? Which is why a lot of people in the comments they're like, is this satire? Like, it's actually, I take that as a compliment. I'm like,
Yeah.
never know.
Well, when Jody sent it to me, I was like, is he being serious? Hold on a second. I had to go through a couple of them to realize, oh my gosh, he's hilarious.
Thank you.
Small sounding music in the background, like, I'm your therapist. I get it. This is what they're meaning to say.
Yes.
But it is big, but
you need a pipe and like one of those.
Yeah. I could dress it up more. I'm definitely open to stuff. I think I posted on TikTok. It didn't do nearly as well, but on Instagram, there's this guy named Therapy Jeff who's like got 1.5 million followers, and he actually took one of my best performing videos and doubled down on it. So he's like, I'm like, oh, you gotta stop being so dramatic, and he's like, this is okay, but you got to double down. You got to be like, stop being so dramatic. You're being a terrible person, and this is why no one loves you. And he did a great job with it, and so that actually got me quite a few followers. But a lot of his fans were like, I can't believe you're entertaining this Andrew Tate narcissist. I'm like, I'm also joking, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. But you're a really good straight comedy. Like, there's no hint
Her face. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no hint that this is like, it's a bit. It's like which is so engaging. I jumped in going, oh, this is like a self-help thing. Why is Jody sending me a self-help thing? That's weird. And that's usually coming from me.
I'm just kidding. That's usually what she does to me. She's like, I'm reading The Second Mountain, and nudge, nudge.
I think I've read that book too, actually.
It's a good one. But so
recently that Shelly said to me, she said, I'm not reading. I said, Shelly, you read so many self-help books. I cannot. And she goes, I'm not reading them for myself. And I was like, well, you're wasting your time.
Jody, you remind me. I'm watching God, what's it called? No One Wants This. Nobody Wants This. You kind of remind me of Kristen Bell. I don't know.
what a compliment.
The vibe. Yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah, agreed. And she's
Shelly, if I find someone for you, I will definitely share. Just no, I don't know.
I'm the sister. I'm the sister. I'm down for it.
Morgan.
She's hilarious. She's so funny.
I love when she walked in that like very short with the big giant fur coat, and she goes, "This is fashion." And
yeah, for the house party, the housewarming. Oh,
there's that rude thing that Shelly said to me. We're gonna give you obviously some rude things that people have said to us, and then if you don't mind, try. I know we're putting you on the
spot. Okay, no problem.
I'll give you some softballs because some of them you've probably already said. So Ari is definitely doing a tongue-in-cheek for you guys that think that, he might be serious. So don't be writing like rude things about Ari. Hey, we read them.
I can take them.
We don't read the comment. Only really positive.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good way to live.
We like to live in is it the blue pill, not the red pill? So,
I don't know.
All right. Okay, one of them is you're overreacting. What does that mean, Ari? What is that person trying to say to you?
Yeah, like when I talk to my therapist, he just says, speak your truth, right? And so by saying you're overreacting, this is just his truth, right? You don't have to take it, right? It's actually your fault that you're taking the overreaction as an insult. You have to work on yourself with your therapist if you're going to get triggered by that. So I don't know. That's a you problem.
Exactly.
You take that personally at all.
Real talk. Real talks with Ari.
All right. What about this one? No one else would put up with you.
Wow. No one else would put up with you. I mean, yeah, again, it just seems like a pretty straightforward, factual statement that, like, you should be more grateful for this person's partnership. Like, he puts up with your shit and, he's just not feeling appreciated. In fact, you might need to give him some more compliments.
Ari, may I ask that, do you feel like you're sharing everybody's inner thoughts? Those inner thoughts that are like, where you bite your tongue. It's like.
Do you think people are these things people actually said to you?
Yes.
You're joking.
No.
Oh, God. This was my favorite insult. Are you ready for it? Well, I've had a couple because I worked at a behavior unit with kids with emotional disabilities.
Okay.
I'll tell you one that this one girl said to me later, but I actually took it as a compliment. But I've heard it all, by the way. One of my friends asked me one time, she goes, "Do you even read?" What do you think she meant by that?
I think she just wanted to have an engaging conversation about books. And I don't know, it sounds like you shut it right down. I don't know why you took it so harshly.
She put that in her backpack and carried it around for 25 years.
Yeah. You just got to let go of the rock.
Let go of the rock.
I had a student one time ask me, I walked in, I was ready to work with her, and she goes, "Do I have to work with this little bitch?"
Oh my God. Okay. That's a little, that's too direct.
I was like, little? I have that way. Thank you.
I have been watching my weight lately. Thanks.
Did you notice it?
I think that's actually, I'm going to steal that because like most of it I've been doing insults, but now I'm actually going to take compliments the right way. Like I'm going to take insults, but in a good way now.
Yeah, just take agreed. That's a good one.
That's a good one. You see this content.
No
problem. I'll tag you.
Yeah, do it. Thanks.
Here's what they mean when she says you're a little bitch. Like, you're looking skinny.
That's actually really good.
Well, and now after that happened, Jody has so many things that say little bitch. We all like, we all jumped in.
They can't hurt you if you own it. That's
exactly. Exactly.
Not worse, believe me. Right, Shelly?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is one that somebody just recently wrote me, and I won't give background of it. It says, they said, "You only pencil me in. You never have time for me." Like in their 40s.
Oh, I thought it was like one of your kids or your parents or something. They're in your 40s. They only pencil me in.
Yeah.
But I see. I mean, they should just take the hint that they're not a great friend. Like it's their fault for keeping reaching out. You know, it's like, take the hint, bud. I'm ghosting you.
Fantastic.
Okay, and then one of my favorites that our friend said to us one time, she was like, "I'm getting bored. Do y'all have any news stories?"
I'm getting bored. That's a tough one. I don't know.
That's a booger.
I'm getting bored. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I've had, like kid. That's just like a thing a kid would say, like a straight up like child. It's like, I'm bored. Like, entertain me. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. I don't know. I have no translation for that.
I think it is that we had the same bit and we kept doing the same bit, but it was in different venues. And she was like, I'm bored.
Yeah. We definitely would lean on saying the same story over and over again. Like,
got it.
Heard the one where we, blah, blah. Yes, I have. Please don't repeat it again.
Yeah. That's funny. Just brutal honesty is sometimes.
I've been trying to spice it up for her. Now we just make up stories to share.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Hey, that's good practice. Just get weirder and weirder until she doesn't believe you. It's a good challenge.
Okay, so that was great. I love your TikToks. I watch Instagram, but I'm more like of the TikTok group, I guess. I think there's a generational gap. I don't know. But they're basically the same thing.
They're
right?
basically the same, yeah.
Okay. But I think what I love the most about it is because I thought it was so funny how you would take the most terrible things that people in argument is narcissism or something like that, or just someone who's just a real prick, and then you would like translate it into this is not me, it's you. It's always the listener's issue, not the person saying it. And so I just thought it was hilarious. And I have my daughter listen to it. I was like, you have to listen to this. I can't.
The one
like, is she single? Sorry.
She is. The one that I have forwarded so many times is about when you can't get hard.
Oh God! Wow. You like that one?
Well, it's because it's so funny. You're so funny, and it's like, well, I didn't have this problem earlier. I don't have this problem with Ashley, and it was like, it made me laugh so much.
Yeah, I really like doing that one. Part of my it's not like a job or anything, but I actually run like a men's therapy group every Wednesday. We like talk about our feelings and like it's all healthy and good stuff. But I feel like I do get a lot of material from that because like in our men's group, it's a lot of talking about shame and talking about our own, dark shadows that, it's healthy to talk about in a safe space. And that men can't normally talk about in, at the bar with your bro, you're watching football game and you can't be like, man, it's trouble getting hard lately. Like it's not really a space to do that. So I think I do like to put some of that stuff online as well. Like it's just a little tongue in cheek. And of course that's playing at guys just aren't actually, they don't feel able like they're actually to talk about it. So they have all these, excuses, but I like that type of stuff.
You're doing a men's group. We had another friend who does a men's group, and it really, I think, it's vital for men to have an outlet to speak about whatever is going on in their lives and their past traumas. And so much of our societies are just like, keep it hidden, keep it inside. It's going to come out in some way. So.
Well, and I think it's great that men are getting together and finally having groups. We've been doing it for decades. I'm glad that you're doing it. That's wonderful. You're quite a gem. All
Yeah.
right, you do it
Multifaceted.
all.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to do it all.
Over here.
Wow, that's man. Do you ever relax?
Do I ever relax? I feel my parents would be like, this guy's relaxing way too much lately. But yeah, I've had my share of working hard and hardly working, and I feel like I do have a good balance right now. It is slow season. My business is pretty seasonal. Like we ramp up in the spring and summer. Fall and winter, we don't run a lot, so that's why I do have a lot of time to film content. And I'm working quite hard, like sending a lot of cold emails to brands. Like I've had a lot of the comments are like, this guy must be sponsored by a divorce lawyer, you know? And I was like, that's kind of funny. Like it might even make the video funnier if I'm legitimately like, did this cause a divorce? Like call Morgan and Morgan and like, you know, whatever or like a personal injury lawyer. Like I think that would be hilarious. So if anyone's watching this, yeah, sponsor my content, because yeah, it would be great to, you know, make a little bit of income from this as well. Who knows? That's just like a pipe dream.
Well, we'll definitely send it to our lawyer friends too.
Yeah. That's hilarious. What's Canada like?
I see a moose and polar bear just fighting out there. Actually, that's crazy. You just asked. It's super nice. I mean, Vancouver is like obviously a very liberal,
Yeah.
like multicultural place, which is awesome. And lots of great food. Like I see the mountains and ocean, like, and the beach, like right here. I can drive to one of the best places in the world to ski and bike in 2 hours. So I really like it. Canada's a huge place, right? Like that even one province over is extremely different, both politically and socially and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
but anyways, Canada is very privileged in the world. You know, we've got one of the best passports. You know, we're very free in most senses. And yeah, I've loved living here my whole life. So.
Okay, since you're single, we're gonna ask you some single ready to mingle. But since you're around our kids' ages, we won't get into the sexy part.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
What's that?
Okay. So I guess one of our main questions we always ask is, are you on any dating apps?
I recently deleted it actually because I met a girl. So
Yay! All right. Well, then never mind.
I was on Hinge, and for all the viewers, so as a little bit of background, I had a high school girlfriend for like 3 years. Then she became a lesbian. And then I started dating my business partner. I was 20 and she was 28. And then we got married. And then we got divorced. So I've had 2 girlfriends. I had never dated. Like I had, you know, in high school, you just kind of like, you don't really date. You're just like hanging out with them. And then I guess you're hanging out with them. And then for my business partner, we were business partners for 3 months. And then I was like, hey, I have a crush on you, but you're way older. Like, I just want to tell you that. So we get it out of the way. And then she's like, I think I like you too. And then anyways, so we bought a house and had dogs and got married. So I've never dated. Anyways, I downloaded Hinge. I had no idea what I was doing. Being me as like I'm a pretty achievement oriented person, I hired a Hinge consultant and it was very useful.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I literally went from 0 matches to like many matches. So like, you know, invest in yourself.
Yes.
Well, what do they do?
I know that's what I thought, but it was pretty cool. I also appreciated her. She was a white Asian, from LA. She was just like, I think a college dropout as well. And she's like, yeah, I just give dating advice and make lots of money. I'm like, you're dope.
Yes.
We're on Zoom on the phone specifically so that I could screen share while I was going through my Hinge. And she's like, oh yeah, these photos are good. Like, okay, maybe switch this one, try this like different thing. Honestly, it was a lot of like just reassurance because I had never been on the app. And she's like, no, like it looks like you have hobbies. You don't look creepy. Like you're kind of passing all the tests. That's great. She gave me a couple tips on messaging because I was like a little too eager beaver. Again, never been on the apps. Don't know the vibe. And yeah, it's great.
That is
Wow.
business for anyone listening, because all we hear about is how people are like, I'm tired of the apps. It's like a full-time job. I don't want to deal with it. But getting a consultant is a good idea because then they can kind of provide it for you maybe.
Do you still have her number? We'd love to have her on the podcast. My gosh, that's incredible.
I'll send it to you after. You can link her or something. Yeah, she's on Instagram. She's like, again, as a business owner, I'm pretty intrigued because she's got her whole marketing funnel. Like she has great content on Instagram and maybe TikTok. Yeah. She's got like a group course. She's got like a free, lead gen thing. She's got her one-on-one coaching. Like it's a full-on business. So I love it.
Okay, so you went on Hinge, you were coached, and now you met somebody.
I did, yeah.
How long have y'all been?
Well, there's two.
Okay.
Both non-exclusive, no problem. But yeah, one.
We can go back to single ready to mingle, Jody. It's not available.
Yeah, so like third and fourth date with one, and then like maybe 9th or 10th date with the other, and yeah, things are great. It's a weird and wacky world. I learned a lot. Maybe one funny dating story I can share. I don't know if I'm going off topic, but yeah, I think she's like my second or third date, and she was like not that much younger than me. Like I'm 29, she's like 26. That's like perfectly reasonable, right? We're like, all right, we're gonna walk our dogs in this forest, no problem.
And she looked over and she said, "I can kill you right now."
Well,
What are you gonna do?
well, you'll hear soon that I was about to kill myself. So, a car shows up with an L on it and at like a learner's, and then I was like, oh, like maybe she's learning to drive. That's no problem. She gets at the passenger side and her dad had dropped her off. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, is your parent learning to drive? She's like, no, I am. I'm like, okay, no problem. It's like an hour walk date, whatever. She didn't ask me a single question. She had AirPods in the whole time. And yeah, at the end, her mom, I was like waiting around. She's like, oh, can you, like, my mom's picking me up. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll wait to drop you off. Like, yeah, it was tough. That was like my second, third date. So I'm like, it can only go up from here.
Was she a teacher or just,
Sorry?
was she young?
She's 26. I don't know. That's not that young.
I wonder why she waited so long to learn to drive.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't know.
scared of it.
Maybe.
A lot of people are nowadays. I don't know.
But it was mostly the AirPods and no questions that kind of turned me off. I could have gotten over the car stuff.
Well,
What do you think about people that like hang out with you and they have headphones on the whole time?
No, it's rude. Don't do that unless you're on a podcast and you're wearing headphones. Right.
Uh,
I can see.
Sorry.
that was a dig at Jody.
No, it's Shelly. No, Shelly's the one with the headphones on.
Jody does it in social environments.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
I'm not. I take them off unless we're like,
Unless they're boring.
unless you're boring.
That's what it
Call
is.
back, everyone.
That's what it is.
Okay, so
You can go back to your single ready to mingle questions, Jody.
a dream date for you, or how do you like to go on dates? Like
like a first date or just any date?
any date. What are kind of dates you like to go on? Like some people in Austin, they're like, I like to go on urban walks or doing things like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely like, I would, especially for first dates, even second, third dates, I feel like a coffee one or like a food for sure is like way too intense for me. Like I cannot look across to the other person for that long. It's especially if you don't like them. It's like, oh man, I'm really locked into this. So like I like walking. I have 2 dogs, so it's a nice excuse. Like if it's like a non-creepy open trail. I also learned that, again, I'm new to dating. I'm like, hey, do you want to go on like this hike? And they're like, I do not want to go with you into a forest with your dogs. I'm like, that's so fair. I did not think about that. So yeah, like I've enjoyed, yeah, if we can walk, that's great. I have done a couple first dates to like a comedy show or like an improv show, like something where there's laughter and the woman can associate her good feelings from the laughter with me. I just kind of like transfer those. So yeah, those have been some good first dates or like second, third dates.
Oh, those are great ideas. I think that would be really fun. I agree. Not going into the forest, but an urban walk would be good, or just a neighborhood walk or something. That's smart. And then if the conversation's going pretty well, except for the girl that didn't ask you any questions, had her headphones in, then you could say, hey, there's a coffee joint right there. Let's go get a coffee or something.
And then I just ditch her in the bathroom. I hope the window.
Hey, what kind of dogs do you have, Ari?
I can't show them right now. I have a Springer Spaniel and like a mutt, like an adopted mutt.
Okay.
I love that.
I love that.
They're cute.
Do your dogs sleep in your bed? I know Jody's gonna ask you that.
I do.
Yeah.
It's a king size bed, and it feels like I have less than a single.
No.
Yeah.
And
Jody's dog Spoons. I mean, not Spoons. He Starfishes, and he's a 90-pounder,
Nice.
and he's like Starfish. And if she moves her body in any way, he crawls on top of her.
yeah.
That is so cute, though.
Yeah,
So
it's sweet. It's a she, but she just should take up all the space on the bed. And then she likes to put her paw like suffocate me or choke me. And then I'm like, I can't breathe. You have to move. Like,
Yeah. Ask consent first. Yeah.
I know. You're in my body bubble.
Yeah. No, my dogs, they're a lot. I don't have an alarm, and they are my alarm.
Yes. I get.
Lick my face and stuff. It's good.
So what are some icks that you have in dating? What would be turnoffs other than the person that was their headphones not asking questions?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the big thing is like I like, I like someone that asks a follow-up question. Like I like to talk about myself too. So if they're not curious, if they just like, if I say something and they're like, cool, I'm like, get out of here. I don't want to ever talk to you again. Like, so yeah, that's like honestly the biggest ick. Everything else, like, I'm pretty easy, eat with your mouth open. I don't care. You do your thing. Like, I don't know what other icks are for most people. I guess if they just love their ex still, I don't know. Even that, I'm like, sure, whatever. You do you. You're on your journey. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know a lot of icks. People have asked me that before. I don't know. I feel like it's more of a woman thing to have icks. Maybe that's a generalization, but
I think it's the ex talk or not asking follow-up questions, not having that natural curiosity about who you're with. And then I think a lot of people said not having good hygiene, which we thought was just kind of automatic that people would have good hygiene. But I hope in Austin particularly, it's kind of maybe
okay.
they not. I don't know.
I've been to Austin once. Really liked it.
Yeah, come back. You can stay at one of Shelly's Airbnbs.
Okay. Oh, sick.
They call them onions here, like the really stinky people that call them onions.
It's so funny. Is it because they're like, I don't know, to stereotype, are they super like liberal or something? And they're like, I don't believe in deodorant, or like what's the?
I think it's just so sweaty and hot, and just the whole like grunge thing.
I don't like any of those words together for humans.
So you do have some yucks.
Yeah.
We uncovered some for you.
Yeah. Not being curious and being an onion are my two.
That's awesome.
Opposite of that, what are your yums?
Yummy.
Yeah. I like okay, one more ick and then the opposite, I guess. But I've seen a lot on the dating profiles, which is like super funny. One of them is like I just want to be a stay-at-home mom. That's great for some people, and that's awesome. I think, and I get there's this whole thing about masculine, feminine roles, and like there could be a whole other discussion on that. I'm not too like well versed in that, but I personally like someone that like has a goal or two that outside of like perfecting their baking recipe. And I like, having some ambition to do something, and like I think it's just interesting to talk to you, right? Like if I come home from work and I'm like, what do you do? I was like, I folded the sheets. I'm like, I'm not sure if we can have that conversation for much longer. So I like to hear about what they're up to in the world. That's a big yum. I think just like, good communication of like saying where they're at and like being candid on how they're feeling is like super nice and easy, and also being a good listener. So those are pretty basic stuff.
Yeah, I think those are good yums. And I think, you could be a you could be a stay-at-home mom if you want, but I think what you're also saying is like have a lot of interest and have something you're passionate about as well. I think those are important, but it is nice to have somebody that has some outside interest or career or a passion that they're working on that learn and talk about, because it sounds like you want to have a natural curiosity to them and what they are doing in their daily life. So that makes sense. Yeah,
I guess maybe I said the wrong word. I don't want stay-at-home moms are superheroes. Let's just my bad. Being a housewife, that's what they put on they're like, I just want to be a housewife. Like I just want to be taken care of and I just want to like go shopping. I'm like, no, I am not rich enough to do that. So that is just but like if you have kids and you want to stay at home and you can do it, that's awesome.
Yeah, but they were looking for a sugar daddy. That is, I'm on a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
So that's what they were implying.
They read some Instagram posts. They're like, a real man should just take care of all of your needs and you should sit there and take it. And then they made it their whole personality. So I'm like,
I don't think we're going to date. So I guess you answered one of our questions. Have you ever been a sugar daddy?
I have not.
Would
Maybe
you
one
be
day.
a sugar baby?
I-
Would you let an older woman take care of you?
Not a.
Thanks for clarifying. You're not older. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. I guess if she was really into me, I wouldn't say no. But I'm pretty self-sufficient so far. So yeah,
You're like, I got it.
yeah. Or we can go 50-50. That's cool.
Yeah. So on that, when you go on dates, do you pay? Do you like to split it? Do you want them to pay? Do you like it when y'all take turns in paying? Do you have any steadfast rules on that?
No rules, but I've been paying for all the first dates and maybe even second dates if they really insist just to send me money, like, twice. If I'm like, no thanks, and they're like, no, I'm like, okay, fine, like I'm not gonna fight you on this. Sometimes what I've been doing, which seems to work out, is like if I pay for an activity and she's like, oh, can I pay you back? I'm like, how about you pay for dinner? And it's usually less expensive, so it's like it kind of works out.
I like that. I like that new movement. I think it's nice to offer or to pay, but I think people should give and take on that.
Well, I think what you should do is like, if you can beat me at leg wrestling, you can pay.
Oh, yeah, that's a very niche idea. Where did that come from?
Will you practice that one time and let us know how?
Okay, yeah, well,
or even arm wrestling.
okay,
Yeah,
I get a video. I'll get a video on it for TikTok. Shout out Shelly and Jody.
yeah.
This bitch at leg wrestling, and now she's paying her. I don't know.
To do leg wrestling a lot, and I was very good at it.
Wow. I've never leg wrestled. I didn't know.
Challenge accepted, Ari.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. When you have been going on some dates, and I know you said you haven't had a big, long, what is it, roster, but what are some red flags that you either avoid or you have witnessed or things that you're like, oh, I don't know.
Like as I'm dating.
But red flags that are like, I don't know.
Well, like the I want to be a stay-at-home wife. That's one of them.
That's really a red flag for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what I skip on the profiles. In general, I think if I also am a pretty active person, so if I just get the vibe that they're not a super active person or whatever, that's not a red flag. I mean, that's
a red flag. It's a red flag.
Okay, fair enough. Beige flag. I like someone that's pretty active and like values fitness and general health. I also find like I'm totally, capitalism isn't perfect, but a lot of people in profiles put like down, like together we can eat the rich and like down with capitalism. I'm like, I don't think you really know what that means, and you're typing that from your iPhone and you're like I'm not sure if you're really living that. And then I swear on the same profile they're like eat the rich, and then I was like, I'm looking for someone with a boat. Like I swear to God, I'm seeing that on the same profile. So I'm like, I just don't know, girl.
I agree. 100. And I loved how you said, and your type was on your iPhone.
Hilarious. Hey, what's your age gap? Like, I mean, what age range?
Yeah, I think so. Like again, my wife is like 37. Sorry, my ex-wife was 37. She did great with her skincare, but I'd say now my range is like 27 to like 31. It's like it's pretty tight, I'd say.
Yeah.
I like dating someone similar aged because this is a bit of a crazy story and segue, but my ex-wife and I were trying to have kids. Like we bought a house in January. We were trying to have kids, and I went away for a 7-day ayahuasca retreat, if you know what that is.
Yes.
And the night that I came home, she asked for a divorce out of nowhere. We hadn't ever talked about it, and again, we were trying to have kids like the week before, so I wasn't really on the same page of that. So anyways, yeah, that's anyways, I think that where I was going with that is that I felt really rushed to have kids.
Right.
Because she's 37, biology, and I was down. Like, we're a couple, let's have kids. It's gonna be great. I like kids. I want to be a dad. But now that that's not happening anymore, I'm kind of like, okay, like I don't want to quite rush it anymore. So like, and 27 to 31, there's still a couple years to like live life a little bit and travel without kids and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
You have
Yeah, exactly.
together before you start being swamped with the child expectations.
Yeah.
Obligations. I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this past summer, I traveled for the first time by myself ever. It was fun. I was coaching Team Canada in Spain, so I added a little bit of travel around it. I went to Amsterdam for the first time. I went to London. I walked the Camino de Santiago, which is like a pilgrimage in Spain.
Yeah.
Walked 100 kilometers over 6 days by myself, and then I ran with the bulls in Pamplona. So that was it was like an amazing experience especially like recently after divorce, just to like see the world of life, like stay in a hostel, try and meet new people in a place I've never been. It was awesome.
Oh,
that is incredible.
yes.
I'm blown away.
That was awesome.
Oh my gosh, how amazing. How was your ayahuasca adventure?
It was awesome. Yeah. It's so funny. In retrospect, have you done it?
No, but
okay.
Intrigued
for sure.
Yeah.
There's a 7-day retreat, and so leading up to it, what they say is that it's not just the medicine, it's not just the actual drinking of the drug or medicine that is the real medicine. Like leading up to it, you can't eat salt. Like for 2 weeks or a week, you don't eat salt, sugar, spices, dairy, meat. Or no, you can eat meat, but like unsalted. So it's like you really clean up your diet. No smoking, no drugs, no nothing.
Yeah.
So you really clean yourself up. You go into the ceremony. It's a retreat center where like we're in the forest and we did sauna and cold plunge and yoga and stuff. So you're just kind of cleaning yourself physically. And then the shaman, who's from Peru, he basically says like in traditions, like I'm a spiritual doctor and this is a spiritual medicine. So like some part of you thinks that you're sick. And so this is just like cleaning yourself out and like making you healthier. So the big lessons or takeaways from the ayahuasca retreat was like just realizing how much I try and control situations and like what it means to let go of control, have a bit of faith, not necessarily in a religious sense or anything. And also it was the medicine kind of pointed towards like I got to look at some abandonment wounds that I have from childhood.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I get home from the retreat. She abandoned me and I can't control it. So the universe, I really took it as like, wow, like you're really making me implement these lessons right away. So yeah, I was very grateful for it. A lot of people were like, oh my God, I can't believe she did that right when you got home from the retreat. I was like, I was literally the most prepared I could have ever been for that. So yeah, I felt grateful, I guess.
I think in the end, like what the universe doesn't have in store for us, it's good to let it go. So, and I think that's the big lesson is like, this is not for me then. If this is how this is going to end, then that's definitely not for me.
Yeah. And it's not always clear in the moment. So it's just like about processing what's happening for you. And in a couple months, you'll probably be like, of course it had to happen that way. And of course, but it's always in retrospect. So.
Wow. That's incredible. I kind of like to try it just to see what kind of comes up because, well, this is another thing somebody has said to me. You really need therapy.
Oh, nice. Jeez.
What do you mean by that, Mark?
You're gonna have to ask them. That's between you and them.
If I went on ayahuasca, cut point what I need to work on because I don't know. You just make me a list of things I could talk to my counselor.
Yeah. it's everyone has a different experience. Have either of you used ChatGPT before?
Oh yeah, mine is named Scout. Do you have a name?
I don't actually.
Give them a name.
Okay.
It changes everything.
It changes everything. That's good to know. Basically, so again, different for everyone, but for me, at one point, it felt like I had a mystical ChatGPT in my brain where I would basically ask her. It's a spirit, her. A question like what's happening with me and my dad, like what's going on there? And then it would like, woo, thanks for asking. And then it would like show me like answers through pictures and memories and visuals. And then at the end, I was kind of like, oh, where are you going with this? And it would like finally make sense. And I just giggled in the temple or like place that we were in. I was just giggling. I'm like, oh my God, that's such a funny way of telling me. So it was a very interesting experience.
Oh wow.
We will try it. You never know.
The one thing I'm down for psychedelics, pretty psychedelic positive, both psilocybin, LSD in the right sense, MDMA in the right setting, ayahuasca. I think these things, you should have a strong intention, a strong and safe environment and container. And usually you want it to like come to you, especially ayahuasca for something powerful. Like most people that go seek it, like they're like, oh yeah, like I'm going to go to Costa Rica and like, like doing the ayahuasca. Like it's very, I don't know. It doesn't always lead to the best results.
Okay, I see. It needs to be something that
Let the universe bring it to you.
is that for you, and you will.
Like for me, I've been curious about it a lot, but I never really like went for it. And then one time, like I got this email from this guy that I never get an email from, and I'm like, did I even get added to your list or something? But it was like, I've got an ayahuasca retreat, and so I was like, okay, this is enough of a sign to go for it. So
Wow.
I'm glad you're open to so many new things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does this adventurous spirit come from? Where do you think it comes from?
It's a good question.
So young.
Yes.
I don't feel young, but I think my parents did a good job. Well, I'd say it's a bit of give and take. My parents did a good job of showing me the world. My parents are both into martial arts. It's called Shodokan karate. There's like dojos all over the world, and so because I was the only child, I traveled a lot with them. So I do think I think there's some sort of adventurous spirit there. I will say though that in their own day-to-day lives, they're actually quite routine. My mom worked the same job for 35 years, and like bless her, like that's awesome. I just don't know if I could do that. Like they have the same workout routine. Like my dad bikes like 100 kilometers a day, like eats the same things. Like they're very routine. So I think as kids, and maybe you can relate, like you either become your parent or you become the exact opposite. So I think for me, I was a little bit like, wow, that kind of looks boring. Like I'm going to do a lot of random stuff. So yeah, I think that's where it came from.
When's your birthday?
June 17th.
What's your sign?
Gemini.
Oh, so you know what they say about Geminis?
I do not know.
Oh.
Not an astrology guy.
You can do bits on that. Everybody loves those bits.
Yeah.
Well, Geminis are they're the twins. They kind of say that they have, but like they have two sides to them. But basically, you do have a lot of great things about you. You're curious, you're intellectual, you're creative. You do have some mood swings, but you're courteous and sociable, and you have a very good sense of humor, they say.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah. I don't know who they are, but I had heard a saying, I'm gonna pop it up, but they say people that do greatness in their life, they having a very very structured daily life with the same routines over and over again, when they can shoot out of those when they're ready to do something amazing, because that stuff is already settled in their lives. So they're not having to like reinvent it all the time. It's just like it's there, and that can live out larger in whatever they're doing, either professionally or creatively and things.
It's such a paradox too, because I think I've talked to my dad before. I'm like, how do you do the same thing all the time? And like he's 60 something, and he just works a lot. He's like, I love the law. I'm like, you've never even said that to me. I'm joking. He says it all the time, but I think
me, Dad, help me.
but like I believe him. Like he literally loves the law. Like I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that sentence, and that's awesome. Like the fact that he loves the law. Like I don't think I even love Frisbee as much as he loves it, right? So like bless him for finding something he loves and just doing it a lot. Like there's something to be said about routine. I think my mom really loved her job too, and the people that are around. So like that's awesome. I think honestly part of my generation's thing that we'll have to work on is our shiny object syndrome, where like we do a job for 3 years or even less, and there's like one little part of it we don't like, and we're like, I'm gonna quit, like I'm gonna do something else, and like I want to become a YouTuber. Like I think that's a real issue that our my maybe generation has to work on.
Yeah, we're closer to your parents' generation.
Yeah. And that's
But look at us, we're on YouTube.
Exactly. I mean, my mom's retired now, and she's great. She loves taking care of my dogs. She like every so often she's like, look, I learned a new like song on the ukulele. I'm like, that's awesome. Like
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, she's doing her hobbies, and like I'm really happy for her because I thought she's gonna be bored out of her mind, but she's like, I don't know where the day goes. She gardens and she does stuff. So yeah, she's awesome.
That's awesome. And are you do you prefer your mom or your dad?
Oh my god,
Just joking.
they're great. They're both awesome.
We ask people when they have kids, we're like, what's your favorite?
Yeah, well, that's a valid question.
Sometimes they'll answer. They're like, Ted.
They're like, no, Barnabas. Okay.
I have a friend named Barnabas, and his dad was like, well, Barnabas is my
Yeah.
He has like,
That's a crazy name.
they're all living and they hear it. Or, he didn't hide it. He was like, yeah, he's my favorite. But many.
Someone's going to therapy later in their life.
Yeah. They're in therapy. Don't worry.
So how can people get in contact with you or see all your amazing creative spirit? And, what are your contacts if you want to share?
Yeah. Well, find me on Instagram or TikTok at Comedic Healing, COMEDIC HEALING, Comedic Healing. One thing I will say is that sometimes I'm like, man, what am I doing with my life? I'm like editing these little videos on CapCut. What am I doing? And I've actually gotten quite a few DMs being like, oh, like me and my husband or like me and my partner like love watching you. Like we're having a ton of laughs. I've had like multiple DMs that are like way too personal. They're like, I'm going through a bad breakup and like this made me laugh for the first time. I'm like, that's awesome. And then I got a full on paragraph of like, and my ex did this. I'm like, I'm not a registered therapist, by the way. Like you do know this, right? But yeah, it's been like really. I'm like, I think I am in a small way, like actually making the world like a little better. So it's been a fun little part of the journey, and hopefully more and more people can see my content.
Have you watched Kendra when my psychiatrist is in love with me? Have you watched that?
Oh, it's on TikTok. It's crazy. Yeah. He has a whole series. It's
if you want to watch it and then get back on here and tell us what you think.
It's nuts.
It's nuts. Okay.
But I have to tell you, for your TikToks and your Instagram, you should be sponsored by the online or the
BetterHelp.
I've reached out to them. And Talkspace and Hinge and like all the funeral homes. It's like any kind of like weird category where it's like you might get hurt or like get divorced if you follow my tips. Like I think it would be you need therapy. I think it'd be a great.
Well, that's those people like reach out to you and say, this is what my boyfriend did today. Then you can, let me help you. Go to BetterHelp.
Use my promo code. Yeah. Comedic Healing, 10% off. Like, get out of here. If one day when I get big enough, for sure.
You will. You're very talented. We're impressed, and we will keep sharing. And please, if like you want to share anything, please message us. We're glad to put it out there and share whatever you have. If you're performing, when you start performing in the US, let us know and we'll definitely try to come and see you.
Thank you. Well, it's been fun, Jody and Shelly. I appreciate y'all.
All right. All right. Texas.
Yeehaw.
I am seeing a girl that I like. Met on Hinge. Yeah. Nothing like having a crush as an adult. Just those childhood like butterflies, warm fuzzy feelings, that feeling of just wanting to throw yourself off a cliff when they don't respond to a text. Why doesn't she love me yet? It's been 3 weeks.